Charles Richardson Show is uncensored and is for adults only. Mature or immature, doesn't matter.
There's no commercials for Jägermeister.
There's none. I've never seen one. Have you? No, right?
There should be some, right? So you know what you're getting into.
But there aren't any. But I thought of some. Do you guys want to hear it?
Do you? Do you or don't you? You do? Okay. Commercials for Jägermeister. A guy comes out of a hedge. He's covered in mud and blood. He's holding one high heel shoe. Did I just eat a stripper? Jaeger. There you go. To the point. Direct. How about another one? Can you do another one? I think you can.
A little girl is sitting on the swing, not swinging. A tear rolls down her cheek. Where's Daddy? Jaeger.
There you go. How about a third one? Can you do another one, you think? You guys are great. Okay. A guy, let's call him me, is fucking the left eye of a pumpkin, okay? If that pumpkin didn't want it, why was it smiling at me? Jaeger. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to teach. I'm teaching.
Have you ever been face to face with a police officer and wondered, is he about to kick my ass? No wonder no more. If you follow these easy tips, you'll be fine. First, obey the law. Laws were made for a reason. Think of them as hints. You've heard people say, man, I wouldn't do that shit if I was you. Well, here's some of that shit. Carjacking, armed robbery, arson, selling drugs, buying drugs, stabbing, shooting. You know, you probably won't get your ass kicked if you just use common sense. If you jump a subway turnstile, you might just get off with a warning from the police. But if you jump a turnstile carrying a loaded gun and smoking a joint, then maybe you need your ass kicked. We all know what happened to Rodney King. But Rodney wouldn't have gotten his ass kicked if he had just followed this simple tip. When you see flashing police lights in your mirror, stop immediately. Everybody knows, if the police have to come and get you, they're bringing an ass kicking with them. Here's a no-brainer. If you're listening to loud rap music, turn that shit off. Blasting fuck the police while you're getting pulled over by the police is just ignorant. When an officer approaches your car, be polite.
Is there a problem, officer?
And stay in your car with your hands on the wheel.
What the fuck you want, motherfucker?
Unless you want your ass kicked. Want to give a friend a ride? Not so fast. Your friend might be crazy. Now, before you let your friend in your car, ask them these questions. Do you have a gun? Do you have drugs? Do you have any warrants? And in case you do get pulled over by the cops,
License and registration, please.
remind your friend to do this one thing. Shut the fuck up.
Don't give him shit. What the fuck you want?
If you have to get a friend to ride, get a white friend. A white friend can be the difference between a ticket and a bullet in the ass. Here's a tip you should never forget. If your woman is mad at you, leave her at home. Because a mad woman will say anything. He got weed! He got weed! If your woman is mad at you, there's nothing she'd like to see more than you getting your ass kicked. That's right! sense. Stop immediately. Turn that shit off. Be polite. Shut the fuck up. Get a white friend. And last but not least, don't ride with a mad woman. If you follow these simple pointers, you probably won't get your ass kicked by the police.
All right, here's a little tune inspired by one of the great legends of the Old West. Well, there once were two cowboys all alone out on the trail, and they discovered they could sleep with another male. Now they're having butt sex. Cowboy butt sex. Sodomy. Come on, everybody. Sodomy. Sodomy. Shut it.
I try to live my life every day. Keep out of strife, come what may. I try to do unto others as I'd have them do to me. But it can't be done for everyone, and now it's plain to see. You are a cunt, a fat stinking cunt. Said ain't true when you tell you motherfucking cunt. You are a cunt, motherfucking cunt. Everybody knows from your head to your toes you're a fat stinking cunt. I try to be real nice, say it twice, be real nice, even though it is hard to keep up this facade. And now I see, dearie me, what a hassle this would be. I'm out of luck, don't give a fuck, 'cause you're the cunt, not me. Why don't you go fuck yourself, dickhead? You are a cunt, a big fat stinking cunt. Said ain't true when you tell you you're a motherfucking cunt. You are a cunt, motherfucking cunt. Everybody knows from your head to your toes you're a big fat stinking cunt. Why don't you shut that scabby cunt mouth before I fuck up your face?
Fuck you!
I try to be real nice, say it twice, good advice, even though it's futile. Fucking imbecile. I don't know why I try to deny this nagging itch. You maniac, gonna get you back, you fucking son of a bitch. You are a cunt, a big fat stinking cunt. Said ain't true when you tell me you're a motherfucking cunt. You are a cunt, motherfucking cunt. Everybody knows from your head to your toes you're a big fat stinking cunt.
Live from the Raw Talk Studios in Southwest Florida, it's the Charles Richardson Show.
All right. Good evening, everybody. Happy Monday. It's the Monday after Easter, which means everybody has a lot of eggs. And
Unless you're Orthodox Catholic, then today's Easter.
I guess so. I guess. You know, or unless you, one of my friends and posted a nice thing, says, thank a pagan because you wouldn't have what you have right now, or the egg hunts were a hate crime or something like that.
Really?
Yeah. That was posted.
Wow.
It's like,
I didn't know that.
you know, and you know what? I kind of read up on it, and she's got a point there. But you know what? I don't care. It's like
Everything in organized religion comes from paganism. They're just recycled.
Apparently, Christmas is paganism and
It
all that
is.
shit. So it's like whatever.
The tree was stolen from a pagan holiday.
And you know what I said? I said, you know what? Thank you, pagans, wherever you may be, for giving me my chocolate peanut butter eggs from Reese's and the Cadbury eggs from the bunny that looks like a lion every time I see that commercial. That just thank you very much for those eggs, because I need that fix. So thank you, pagans, wherever you may be. You've glorified.
They're everywhere.
Yes, they're everywhere.
In all things.
They're everywhere. You know, I looked up pagan. It's like, well, nobody that believes in any one religion, tree huggers, are falling under that category. Apparently, just whatever.
Pagan is a catch-all term for a lot of shit.
Yeah, right.
Right?
You know, maybe I'm a pagan for something. I don't know.
I'm a Viking. Fuck it.
Fuck
Yeah, fuck you, all you pagans out there.
Oh, I said my first fuck. Fuck.
Yeah, there you go. You know what? It pained me to see you on the show today where you weren't able to say the words. And it's like, you know, it's just, it was just terrible. And then you had Easy G there, which made it, I don't know, just
I don't know.
weird.
That got interesting.
Well, I unfortunately I had to turn it off after 5. I had to take the kid out to the park and do some parenting. And unfortunately,
do the daddy thing.
Yeah, this is the last day, I think, in a while that I'm going to be able to go ahead and listen, except for Fridays. Friday I can listen all the time, but going to start back working my full shift instead of taking days off here and there. I'm going to start working full shift. So it was a good couple of weeks.
You let yourself ease back in. That's always beneficial.
You know, it's not eased back in. Trust me, this is a big long dildo without Vaseline. Trust me, it's not going to be eased back in. Now you're sounding like
Dodo.
Yeah. It's not going to be eased back in. Let's do some comments. Billy says hi. It's John right there. Facebook jail John. Oh no, he's there right there. So he's John. What the fuck is he doing?
He has a new nickname. You have a new nickname.
Yeah, smoke pot, be happy. That's John. Thank you very much, Jenny.
Yes,
of course, everywhere. She's on Facebook and YouTube.
I'm everywhere.
She's everywhere. She's everywhere. Even on Matt's show, she's everywhere. I mean, she wasn't even on the show for the first 10 minutes. I don't know what you were doing there. You're talking to.
I actually right at the start of the show my phone ring, and it was important. It was one of my doctors, so I had to step out.
Great. That was just fantastic. By the way, listen, I've been very conscious. How do I sound? Do I still sound amazing?
You sound a lot better. You don't sound quite so husky.
Oh, husky? What the hell is that?
Yeah.
Never mind. I'm over here looking. Is that really a cigarette holder or a joint holder with you basically going? What is that? That's a joint holder.
My friend's actually a good an artist that I know actually made this for me. You know how my hand gets really super swollen and it's hard to function?
Yes.
Well, this sucker is super easy for me to hold on to. Yes, right now it is holding that medicine, but it can also be held other ways. Like I can use it to help me get a bracelet on.
Right.
Because I can't do it anymore, but this thing will hold it in place for me. But it's perfect for me because it's a large size, so when my hand's swollen, I can hold on to it without really putting any pressure on my hand. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome. So
better living through art.
Give me a second. I got to shout to the wife.
You going to shout to the wife? Shout!
Yeah.
Shout! Let it all out. No?
So here's the thing. It's I had to tell her because dinner was a little late being done, and as I was set to hit the microphone to get on, it still needed a couple more minutes, and I was saying, hey, make sure you take the stuff out of the oven so it doesn't burn. So I had to give her a shout.
Yes.
Shout, let it all out. Yeah.
Let's not have fires. No fire. Fire bad.
Listen, share the show because God knows we need some freaking listeners. So share the show. Share. Oh, by the way, I got a message from right there in the bowels of Facebook, and I'm talking right down the middle. They're not shooting to the left or right. It's right down the middle. Believe me, when they aim and they fire right down the right down the vag hole. Trust me. So what they're doing is you can earn up to $1,500 each month for creating new live videos with stars.
I saw that.
You see that shit? Earnings start at $500 for broadcasting at least 10 hours, $750 for 15 hours, $1,000 for 20 hours. The maximum of $1,500 for 30 hours. You get paid, you must be able to receive stars, and you won't start this bonus opportunity until you are approved to receive stars. Now, I'm over here thinking, I get the movie channel stars. That's great.
I actually know what that is.
I know what it is, too. I'm just bullshitting. So, basically, I got excited. Like, live creation. They're going to pay me. No. It's when people pay you in little itty-bitty stars that are like 1 fucking cent a star.
Yep.
It's a bullshit. It really is.
I bought like 200 when they first came out and used them on the morning show with Peter White.
So they made $2 whole. $2 whole. No, I wasn't saying it.
Yeah. But it's cute, and people get to bring their comment up, so I mean, it doesn't. Every little bit helps, buddy.
Well, yeah, of course. $2 whole dollars you go ahead and get from the morning show. And I think they get paid more in like 5 seconds of an advertiser. You know,
you're lucky she loves you, bringing you plates of food.
She does love me.
She should just stand there and eat it and go, ha. No,
well, that wouldn't be love at all. That would be just mean. I mean, that sounds like what you would do, but I'm just saying that would be mean.
With my cooking? Huh.
You'd stand there and you'd eat right in front of Matt just to piss him off if he ever pissed you off, wouldn't you?
Oh, God, no, never.
Oh, no?
No, I couldn't. No,
so why would you tell my wife to do something like that?
I like to feed people too much. I can't do that. Like, people come over and it's like, you need a nush? You want something? Have a Powerball. I'm always feeding people. I like feeding people. It makes me feel good.
You sound like my grandma.
Fresh bread.
You really do. You sound like my grandma.
So what?
I'm just saying. You do.
I guess you must have been a halfway decent lady then.
Halfway.
Well, you know, I have to say that because I don't know. You just never know.
She was an awesome lady. Let's put it that way. She would feed a freaking army because, well, my grandfather served in the army, so I guess, you know, she had to feed an army. I don't know. But let's put it this way. It was a baby-making machine over there. It was like 7 kids in her lifetime. So it's like, damn.
Yeah, well, they had rhythm method, right?
I don't care what, I don't know what method it is. No, I didn't even bother to ask. I don't, you know, even in my teenage years where I was horny to almost anything, I wouldn't ask. Forget it. No way.
So what's on the dish tonight for your dinner? What are you chomping?
Something
Not
way
sure
hot.
what you're chomping yet?
Oh, I know what I'm chomping.
You chopped a big bite, and I asked you a question at the precisely correct moment.
Pink taco.
You didn't answer me.
Pink taco. I'm eating that pink taco.
Seriously, did you not know? I did not know that a pink taco was a slang word for a JJ.
You didn't know that?
I did not know. I honestly and truly didn't know that.
Oh, my God.
When Matt said, I don't know if I should be reading this, what Rocky wrote, I don't know what it means. I had to look it up.
What a prude. You didn't know that?
I'm not a prude.
You're a prude.
I just didn't know that. It's a vagina.
Yes, pink taco's a vagina. Think about it.
I don't use cute words. I use things that are anatomically correct, like vagina and penis. Real words.
Well, see, those are the words that you can slip around. See how that slip around?
Oh, yeah, that was terrible.
That's awful, wasn't it? That was terrible.
Oh, my God, that was terrible.
Oh, my God.
I'm glad you knew that, Crystal. I had no fucking idea.
Even Crystal's giving you shit. Look at that. Oh,
I honestly didn't have a fucking clue. When I hear pink, I think breast cancer. That's the first thing that runs through my mind.
That would be pussy cancer in this case. Yeah, the pink taco. Pink taco.
No, that's actually a teal color. Well, depending on where it's located anyway. But seriously, I really didn't know. I'm reading it, and I think it's funny. And
that's funny.
I had no idea.
It was really funny because I'm over here thinking, like, really? Is this really going over her head? I mean, I know she's short, but is this really going over her head?
It really did. It really did.
Oh my
God. Got me. And I should know better when it comes to Rocky. I should know better. But I didn't. I bought it hook, line, and sinker.
Rocky goes and said, "You look like a blueberry with that shirt."
What's wrong with my shirt?
Nothing. Just he says he makes you look like a blueberry.
Fuck you.
Pink. John says pink tacos are yummy. Depends. I've had some rotten tacos in my life. Trust me. It depends. It really depends. Like the younger the taco is usually the better, and I'm talking over 18. The younger the taco is usually the better version. Now, if you go into the old folks' home where.
Now, how do you know these things? You're so well versed.
Yes. Let me tell you something. I'm just gonna say it right now. I don't mean to brag, but it's something I was told. Is it something I was told? And damn it, I hold it like a badge of honor.
Oh my God.
I was a late bloomer. Let's put it that way. Late bloomer. And the intercourse era. The oral era. I started, fairly young.
I didn't know there were eras for these things.
In my age, there was.
In your age, there was.
Well, in my so I started off,
younger than me.
I started off in the minor leagues where I was very, I was stupid. Let's put it that way. I want to hold off for the right one, but fondling, foreplay, oral, that's all. That was all in play. So I had a whole blast of eating out, getting blown, 69, everything. Hey, listen, this is not Matt's show, so stop.
I know, but I don't need all the details of your sexual excursions.
Why not?
I just have serious doubt that that's not sex. That's everything but sex.
Exactly. So the reason why I'm going ahead and giving my experience is because at the very first pink taco that I've ever eaten, number one, very yummy, very juicy, by the way, too.
Oh my!
Yeah, well, it became juicy as I was eating it. So, and basically there was really no need to go any further. Really, if you want to know the truth, I mean, everything was to completion. At the time, I was finished, munching. So I get in back and laying next to her in bed and cuddling up with her and everything like that, and said, "You sure you're a virgin?" Mm-hmm. Yep. So just that compliment alone, like, you know what the hell you're doing, type of talk. It's like, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm hanging that on my tree, right there.
It's one good opinion. You might as well keep it.
Oh no! That's not just one. That was the start of many.
Oy vey.
Nope. So I've had this one pink taco that I had. She was a cat lady. So I already thought, and I'm not talking about you having a cat. I'm talking about she had like at least a half dozen cats in a 400-foot studio apartment.
Oof.
Yeah, it was bad. Now
I have two.
She was cute, so that's why I kind of went along. And no, John, never got my Red Wings. Don't want them.
Gross.
Now, Jenny, you're making that puzzled look. Do you know what Red Wings are?
Yes, I do, and gross.
Okay.
Very gross. Disgusting gross.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of that. I'm also not a fan of tossing salads, if you want to know the truth. So, let's see here. Charles Richardson, when did this turn into the Pink Taco Chronicles? I don't know. I mean,
you guys have got the weirdest dialogues.
Ever since it turned from the Jenny Show with Charles as a co-host, or that's when it turned into the Pink Taco Diaries or Chronicles, whatever the hell.
Oh my God.
I eat pink tacos like I was Jesus.
What a day to not have a glass of wine.
Rocky says I eat pink tacos like I was Jesus at the Last Supper. Oh yeah, I mean, there's no other way to do it. I mean, come on. I mean, listen. There's a way to caress and finesse, but it really depends on the chick. It really does. I mean, if you hear certain things going and certain things getting a little bit moist,
will you stop it?
Then you kind of want to go ahead and maybe rev up the motor a little bit and then slow it down. Give a little tease. Now, if she squirts, that's another problem. Let's see. Gross on the Red Wing. Yes, I agree, Crystal. That is one thing I will agree. I'm not into the Red Wings, Detroit or other. So, yeah, I'll definitely do that. I did have my opportunity once, and it was while I was kind of feeling everything out. So this chick actually wanted to do everything in the dark. Like, I don't want you to see me. It's just...
Some people have a little bit of,
I didn't like that. Do you? Well, Jenny, do you like it in the dark, or do you like a little mood lighting?
Well, we tend to be morning people.
So there's
we like
a little
start our day out right.
Okay, so but you have a little bit of sunshine coming in on a cloudy day.
Of course. Mm-hmm. At times, but I keep the rest of our details rather private. You're not going to get anything else out of me.
You welcome Matt to the jungle while the sun is rising, and then all of a sudden you have the line going, "Ah!" See, I'm not a morning person, morning sex person. I'm not. I can't wake up like that. I mean, trust me, I don't have
Well, I'm sorry that you're not skilled in that way.
I'm skilled in every other way.
He's skilled at any time of day whatsoever.
Well, which is fine.
But like I said, that's about it for details that you're getting. New subject.
I didn't even ask for those details. I didn't even want those details.
Brass? Yes, you did.
Mm-hmm.
You asked and made stupid comments.
No, the question I asked is, do you guys like doing it in the dark? And said, you're morning people. So, okay, so that kind of answers my question.
Sunlight.
You need sunlight.
Do I have to spell everything out for you?
No, because you answered it. I acknowledged it. I didn't need to know anything about, he's skilled in that way and every other way. I don't need to know that. And you don't need to know my pink taco skills. You don't need to know that either. But I'm making it as a show. The show needs my skills.
I don't think so.
Yes.
I don't think that's needed. Nowhere did I see that on the need list.
See, that's a good thing. There is no list. So,
oh my God.
I don't know what list you're getting every day the show comes on, but there's no list that I'm making up. This is the Jenny imaginary list. For the Jenny show.
No, there's a list. There's a list.
For the Jenny show.
I've seen the
starring
list.
Jenny and then Charles Richardson.
There will be no Jenny show. Jenny doesn't want a show. Jenny likes playing on other people's shows. I have zero desire.
No, got to make the best out of the wake up boner. See, in this, I'm too tired. I really am. And I've been that way since as long as I can remember. And I'm not even talking about getting into my 40s.
You start your day with great endorphins going on. All those feel-good hormones are released. Get up, bright sunny day. Woo-hoo.
Oh my God, that is the complete opposite. I'm over here looking up. It's like, oh my God, do I have to wake up? Can I go back to sleep, please?
I'm sorry.
A list at RJ. Let's set it up.
Oh my God! Seriously, you are a bad girl. I cannot.
I cannot. If I could go ahead,
God.
If I can segue onto the show that Matt did, where he had the Ukrainians on, that was
a great show.
Oh my! It was a great show. Don't get me wrong, but it was just to the point of Matt finally opening up and being Matt. It's my show.
He's super. He is just.
He's too nice.
Calm.
He's too nice.
He has
you need to instill
lot of patience that he can give people.
You need to instill some Jenny in him. You really do.
Do their thing. Huh?
You need to instill some Jenny in him.
Oh, no.
Mm-hmm.
No. We're a great partnership.
I don't know.
We work beautifully together.
I'm not talking about you and him. I'm talking about Matt and his kindness that people take advantage of.
I'm not going to change him. I like him just the way he is. I don't need to change nothing. You're trying to get me to change him.
I'm not trying to change anything. I'm just saying when people go ahead, he doesn't realize, or if he does realize, he's just not wanting to do anything.
He's a lot smarter than you give him credit for there, buddy boy. He realizes he knows what's going on, and he lets things go until he decides, not you. He decides.
All right, fair enough.
And if he's nicer than you, well, maybe you could learn a lesson or two.
No way. Mm-mm.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I'm not going to be that nice.
He really is that guy. Like, if somebody's pitching a fit or having a hard day, he's the kind of person that can walk over and go, I'm really sorry you're having such a shitty day. Is there something I can do to help you out?
That's not what I'm talking about, Jenny. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm not saying he's not a compassionate guy. I'm not saying he's a nice guy or he's not a nice guy. I'm not saying any of that. What I'm saying is his niceness sometimes goes ahead and is taken advantage of.
No.
No?
No.
Okay. Maybe I'm overseeing something here.
I've seen him the other way, too. I've seen him absolutely livid and coming out of his skin angry. So it's not that he's incapable of that. He's just not prone to it.
Right.
Unlike I who has a hair trigger that I was born with.
Yes.
But I've been working on that. Been working on not having quite the hair trigger. Because, that's not a good thing to have, actually. That's a pretty bad quality.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get that a little more under control.
I've had a hair trigger for a lot because the hair trigger is so close to my ass that I don't want anything in my ass. So it triggers it really quick.
Man, it don't take much. Somebody says the wrong fucking... I'll tell you, did I ever tell you, Rocky and I actually were in the same restaurant? We hadn't gone together. I had gone with my girlfriend. And no, it's funny. I had gone to this restaurant with my girlfriend where another one of our friends works. And it's just a great thing. And Rocky was sitting there having his lunch. And it was during the time when restaurants were all wearing masks and there was limited capacities and stuff like that.
Yep, I know that time.
So, guy walks in.
Seemed like eons ago, by the way.
Do what?
It seems like eons ago when everything was masked up and limited capacity, wasn't it?
Hopefully we won't see that again in the fall, but it's possible.
Yeah, Philadelphia has already implemented mask laws, but that's another story. Go ahead.
No, well, so guy walks in and right off the bat he's having he's given the waitress a hard time when she asks him to put a mask on, and he's like, I don't want to, and she's like, you need to put a mask on, and he finally relents and then sits down at the table, and you think, okay, this is going to be fine, and we're sitting there eating, and all of a sudden at the back of my head do I hear, you need to serve me. You need to get over here and serve me. I don't remember much from the chair to the middle of the room. But they might not be able to say it, but they're not here to serve you. They're not your servants. They're here to offer a service to people who are deserving of it. You are not. Pay your bill and get the fuck out. I literally told the guy to pay his bill and get the fuck out. Box up your food and get the fuck out. Nobody needs you here. You're an asshole. You do not deserve to talk to these people this way. I literally went off. And then Rocky's up too. And, I mean, we go to this restaurant regularly too. So, you know them. They're super nice. Yep. Nobody should ever speak. He was all over this girl. And she was kind of cowering. And, we finally get the guy to pay his bill and get outside, but then Rocky follows him out, and he's still going on it. And it got to the point where I'm like, shit, I can't let Rocky get in any trouble.
Cops are going to go ahead and start getting called.
So I look like I'm turned into total mom. Open the door and went, Rocky, get in here. And he fucking did. I went on total mom. I was like, get in here.
Rocky, get over here right now.
I dealt that guy. I hope that guy never came back, and I hope he never speaks to somebody the way he spoke to. The young lady's like, can I just keep you in my back pocket and take you with me? But you know what? I've seen a zillion videos like that, even, and it seems to be in the last couple of years an increase of people acting that way towards service workers. That they're, somehow beneath you or less than you. You must serve them. Fuck you. Fuck you.
So they're looking at it. It's like, well, it's your job. I'm here. I'm in your establishment. Serve me.
They're here to wait on you and to help you with what they need, not to bow down to you and be like a servant. When you say serve me, doesn't that sound like a shitty statement?
Well, of course it does. Of course, it sounds like you're talking to somebody who's a slave.
Right?
Sorry about that, but listen, we have the right to refuse service if you're not going to meet our
damn right, not on my watch.
But I don't know how that got talked into, but yeah, I mean that's a hair trigger that I would probably be right there next to you there. I'll go ahead and hold them down. You beat the hell out of them, or vice versa. We can do that.
You got to be willing to stand up because...
Oh, you did?
9 out of 10 times when something's going on in an establishment like that or a service industry establishment, the employee can't say what they would like to say. They can't defend themselves the way they would like to defend themselves.
Nope.
But you can. You can.
And
you can look at that person and say, no, you're not going to treat them like that.
And you know something? Honestly, there should be exceptions. Honestly, when you go ahead and you work in an establishment and you are getting bullied, which that's what it was. It was a bully technique.
Oh, yeah.
You go ahead and you're getting bullied and you're getting taunted at and yelled at, probably even cursed at. You have the right to go ahead and speak your mind.
I can tell you.
Or, in this particular instance, I guess everybody, let's do the professional thing. Let's get the manager and have him escort the person out. But in no way should that person be served after bitching like that? No way.
Seriously.
I don't care if that guy spends a lot of. I don't care if that guy spends a lot of dinero in that place. I don't care if he is like the best customer all time. Not after that. No.
God, most of the people I run across like that have never worked an honest day in their life. Like, they really don't know what it is to sweat their brow or bake their back like this.
Crystal says, good for you,
They've
Jenny.
never done anything like that.
Crystal says, it's good for you, Jenny. I used to be a waitress when I was a teenager, so.
Yeah. You know what, though, is sad is that it's not just restaurants. It's not just your retail stores.
No, it's everybody.
The way people talk to medical staff is insane. I never had more foul language thrown at me than in the ER.
Well, you know why? Because everybody that's walking in is a doctor. Everybody that walks in, we know what's going on.
That's not what it is. That's not what it is.
No? Tell me.
Everybody that walks in that door says, you need to take care of me now, this moment, this instant, right now. I don't give a shit what's going on. Drop everything. You take care of me. I had a woman go up and down one side of me and down the other because she was made to wait for her daughter's ankle to get wrapped. It was sprained. And, for them to get on their way.
Right.
But what happened to be while she was waiting was an overhead. It was so bad. Trauma level 1 activation. Pediatric surgical. Trauma level this. People, they can hear that going on. They hear emergency calls going on. And these days, that's the only thing you hear overhead. You don't hear things like you did before.
See,
and they're just like, get over here, and you take care of me this instant.
And
you
see,
bitch.
Back when I was, in and out of hospitals, I would I'm not going to drive up to the ER and wait. No, I'm going to call an ambulance because, boom, I'm the first one being seen.
That's an absolute lie.
It was.
It doesn't work. It doesn't work, though. Because depending on your symptomology
Jenny,
is when you get placed.
Well, I was also cardiac.
Walked patients from the ambulance bay to the waiting room and sat them down.
No, I was more anything that had to do with cardiac, so maybe that was the case.
Well, cardiac is a straight back door, dear.
Yeah.
Cardiac is.
I was going to say I've never waited in the waiting room when I was taken in by ambulance. Trust me. So obviously, whatever it was must have been.
I can guarantee you that people do, and they do it a lot more than you realize. All in hospitals across the country, the nurses and the doctors that are back there have to take care of patients based on their acuity. You don't want them to skip you, the potential heart attack patient, to take care of somebody's sprained ankle who called an ambulance.
You read this shit? I permanently kicked a guy out of the pharmacy I supervised. He slapped my 83-year-old elderly cashier across the face. She didn't want him to press an assault charges on him. Otherwise, I would have called the cops too. Holy shit.
The store should have just pressed him.
Yeah, they should.
Wow.
Yeah, it had nothing to do with what she wanted. It had nothing to do with what she wanted. That's on store property.
But people are like that. I've seen nurses strangled with their stethoscopes. I've seen people get punched out. I remember one night there was a huge thing, and I came in on the morning shift, and my coworkers are sitting there, and half of them have bracelets on after being assigned in as patients. There was actual knives going on in the back room, people fighting against each other, and staff trying to be safe and trying to keep them away from everybody else.
Yeah.
I mean,
when you're dealing with the public,
people get run back to the ER, it's because we think they're going to try and die, they're trying to die.
It's not even just the ERs or the hospitals. It's when you deal with public, you don't know what kind of person you're going to be dealing with from day to day. You have no clue. If you're working, I don't care if you're working in the hospital, to the local convenience store, even the mail person, you could still possibly deal with some shit. Even if you're just delivering mail, you're riding in one of those cars, believe me, I'd make sure I have that
shit day.
I would just make sure I have
Everybody gets a shit day, but you're not allowed to take your shit day on somebody else.
I would go ahead and make sure I have that mail ready. I don't care if I see anybody, open up that mailbox, slide it in, put it, and vroom, go into the next one. I'm not stopping. And if you're in front of my truck, I'm running your ass over. You ain't stopping me.
We should not let you be a postal worker.
No, that's why.
This is not a job for you.
No, that's why I work and what I'm working.
But realistically, though, if you think about it, it's been on the uptick over the last couple of years. There's more. There's increases in road rage. There's increases in violence all across the country, in part because of the plague, because of the world getting shut down, essentially. But if we hold each other accountable, if you hear somebody treating somebody else like shit, a worker like shit, and you're a customer too, you can speak up and you can shut that person down and let them know it's not okay. If we hold each other accountable, we can help to temper that down a bit. But that's not what we do. What we do is we videotape it, we upload it to YouTube, and we all laugh.
I don't know. It's mostly all laughing though, but it definitely gets people's attention. You know, it'll get the views. It'll get the people's attention.
Did you ever watch that show? What Would You Do?
No, I probably have. I know of the show.
It's a really great show where they set up scenarios to see if people will step in and do anything, if they'll help or not help. And it's not always something like that. It might be something like, three kids sit down at a table and two of them are trying to peer pressure the other kid into doing something.
Right.
You know, and then they see if any of the adults are going to step in, or anybody, even the kids, anybody around them is going to step in and say, hey, don't listen to them. They're wrong. Come on over here, sit down with us.
Yep.
It's really interesting to see what people are willing to walk away and turn their heads on.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely, a reality show but you also got to realize too, when it's on TV, how much is it? Because even you take a look at the reality shows now, they're all fixed in some way. I mean, you take a look at, the reality, like the fixer-uppers, the bar rescue, the restaurant impossible, stuff like that.
Rescue
that's
stuff
all fixed.
is what it is.
Yeah. Even the Impractical Jokers, though, I think something is staged. Even the Impractical Jokers, what's supposed to be
you're a negative on everything.
It is. You know what really started
you're
that?
A half empty.
I was a Ghost Hunters fan. A super fan. I'd love to watch that show. I'm thinking, oh my God, this is happening. Until I found out it was fixed. And that I lost credibility on almost any reality show, and I just poofed it up as entertainment. Even the Big Brother, the Big Brother reality show. I think that's
but those are all like crazy camera stuff where everybody's in on it. With What Would You Do? What they set up a scenario with actors, but all the cameras are hidden. Everything's out of sight.
How do you know that for sure?
I believe that the show is real.
I would love to go back to it, but
they block out people when they show like negative shit because obviously those people didn't sign.
They damaged me. That Ghost Hunter show damaged me. It really does. I take a look at it. Oh, this is reality. Uncut. Yeah, fuck you. It is.
Now, if you watch the 911 stuff, those are real.
Are you sure?
I'm very sure.
Okay.
Rocky, I still watch them.
Rocky says, yes, I think this show is fixed. Junkie. You're absolutely right. This is fixed and it is staged.
This show is fixed.
Absolutely.
Now.
Yeah, we're fixing each other. That's what we're doing.
Better double my salary.
Yeah, you should. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll have to double it from 0 to 0.
That's right. You got to double it.
Yeah. Jenny wants to get paid. So.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm worthy. I'm worth it. I am a Roman goddess.
She makes as much as on my show as she does on Matt's show.
Yep.
Trust me, I pay her equal what she's worth.
Wow. Oh, you really just said that.
I did.
You fucking asshole. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
You're on my playing field.
Fuck you.
I make zero. You know what? No. I take that back.
Fuck
You're right.
You. I'm worth?
Yeah.
What I'm worth?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck you.
So you know what you're worth? You're worth more than me.
I am priceless.
I don't know about that.
There is not another Jenny. Everybody needs a Jenny, but not everybody has a Jenny.
Well, Forrest Gump had a Jenny.
Yeah, but she died.
See? That's how show you how Jennies are worth. Anyway,
I'm not dead yet.
No, not yet. I'm not. Let's not do that.
I beat so much shit. I'm going to live to be 116.
Let's put it this way. You are paid more than I am. And here's why. Because I have to pay out to do this. You don't. So you're paid more than I am. You ever think of that? No.
No, that doesn't work. No, I'm not that easy, buddy.
Well, hey, listen.
No, you're not getting away with the worth comment. No.
No. No. Okay.
No. Dickhead.
No. You're still on.
Fuck you. Oh, my God.
Hey, speaking of pink tacos.
Jesus.
Taco Bell is actually in the news again.
Right? What did they do this time?
They are bringing back their Mexican pizza.
You'd mentioned something about that.
Not recently. This just was breaking today. The show and the private messenger that I put in, yes.
Yes, that's where you mentioned it.
Yes. So they're bringing back their Mexican pizza after numerous customer demands.
Well, as long as they don't run out of beef, they'll be all right. That looks weird.
It does.
It's like a...
2 tostadas.
It's like a burrito with half of it on the outside. It's 2 pieces of soft taco flattened with a big slab of meat in the middle of it.
Yeah.
And then the top of it is
the
funky
toppings.
Cheese, tomato. It's supposed to look like a pizza, but how you eat that?
Carefully.
Obviously, this is not something that comes rolled up that you can just pull down the sides and eat.
No, this is something that you don't eat.
This is a fork and knife thing.
Yeah, this is something you don't eat while you're driving. Let's put it that way.
I don't want to eat pizza with a fork and a knife. I like to eat pizza.
Do you know something? I actually knew somebody who actually ate a burger with a fork and a knife. Did you believe that?
I only do that if I take the bun off.
No, this is with the bun. I'm thinking,
Some people are like that.
You goofy fuck. How are you taking a burger? It was a big burger, don't get me wrong, but it's not like anything that, he couldn't shove in his mouth. How do you take a burger and you're cutting it up like a steak? What the fuck is wrong with you? You're eating this burger like
they were raised on very highfalutin attitudes. Don't you know, darling?
High society burger. It's like this kid never ate a burger. All he ate was filet mignon, duck, and stuff that you actually have to cut with a fork and a knife. And it's like, what the fuck do I do? What is this thing called bread? What is this?
These people would never survive EMS or medicine of any kind. Or firefighters or anybody who has to get up from their table and leave mid-bite. They're not surviving.
So
that was the worst. That was always the worst. Like you just got your food and you're like ready and fuck. You're trying to shove shit as you run.
So Taco Bell, the Mexican pizza, is now reporting that the Mexican pizza will be returning to the menu effective May 19th, and it says for good. It's not a thing now where it's just going to stay on for a month or two like a McRib. It's like staying on forever.
On a plate.
Yes. Well, listen, diarrhea is Taco Bell's middle name. What the hell are you talking about?
Seriously, this is where you go for colon cleansing.
Yes. I'm telling you.
Who needs special magical potions?
This Mexican pizza looks like the biggest enema right there. Just eat it.
I will admit, I am guilty every once in a while. Very rare, but every once in a while, a Taco Supreme.
What's wrong with that?
I love Taco Supremes for some reason.
Oh my God. Jeez.
But alas, this looks like, I just think that looks like it's going to be a real big fucking mess to try and eat. There's nowhere to hold on to this.
No. You know what you do is you take a pizza cutter and you go ahead and just cut it up into 4s, and good luck. I mean,
it's just a flattened burrito with the innie parts on the outside.
That's what it is. That's what it is. That's all it is.
Pizza. That's not pizza.
It's a Mexican pizza. It's a Mexican
pizza. That's a sacrilege version of a pizza.
Hey.
That is not pizza.
It's a Mexican pizza.
You had good pizza.
Oh, I know I had good pizza with pineapple on it.
Yes.
And ham, not pepperoni.
That was so awesome when Rocky ordered me pineapple on the side.
You ordered a side of pineapple.
He thinks of things you don't. You think he catches up on little things you don't realize.
Yeah, he was being just a nice guy.
He surprises me.
Mm-hmm. The Mexican pizza is especially popular with vegetarians for how easy to consume, to customize it to being meatless. Okay. In fact,
what's in the middle then?
Hang on a second. In person, the person who started the Change.org petition to bring back the Mexican pizza was a vegetarian. Really? Let's see here. The superfan Keith Jogador said that's what made it especially devastating when the Mexican pizza was pulled from the menus back in 2020. But fast forward 2 years later, I find myself on a conference call with the Taco Bell team as they shared the news of the return to Mexican pizza, showing that listening to their fans is clearly embedded in their DNA. It's one of the many reasons Taco Bell has more than just another fast food restaurant. I'm still trying to figure out how it can be changed to meatless.
Right. Like,
I'm still.
How is that? What are they putting in there?
I don't know.
I need to know.
Is it really meat?
Well, obviously not. It can't be vegetarian if it's meat.
Are they using the impossible meat?
Taco Bell vegetarian menu. My goodness.
Well, it's not going to be out now. It's not. It's coming out in the 19th.
Well, it might tell you what the hell they use for a meat substitute. Okay, here we go.
What is
fuck
it?
You. Fuck you.
Hold on a second. What?
The meatless one probably just has refried beans, no meat.
Oh, okay. So Alyssa was saying that it goes, instead of meat, it goes to refried beans. That's what she's saying. What do you see? You were saying fuck me over. Go ahead.
The vegetarian taco is made with the new vegan meat. Shredded cheddar cheese, lettuce, diced tomato, and sour cream is served in a crunchy corn shell. So, there's some kind of vegan meat.
There must be vegan meat.
Which makes no sense. There is no such fucking thing. Meat is meat. You can't be vegan and meat. You can pretend to be meat, but you're not meat.
Just like there's no coconut milk or soy milk. It's not that. It's soy juice. It's not milk.
Oh, my goodness.
It's not milk.
Taco Bell has 31 vegan ingredients that can be used to customize your own plant-based meal.
Yes. Fire away, Taco Bell. You won't turn it into a diarrhea.
They have a vegan meat. It is the new boldly seasoned plant-based protein. So, in other words, this is Soylent Green.
The only thing I want green.
This is Soylent Green.
Wow.
We're fucking going to be carnivores of ourselves.
My God.
Yeah.
Well, anyway. Mexican pizza's coming back as of
I'm going to stick to
19th.
real fucking meat. And I like protein. I eat proteins a lot.
Yeah. May 19th.
But not like that. I want a real protein.
Hey. May 19th is when the pizza comes back, and I guess customize it whenever the fuck you want.
Are you gonna eat the vegan one?
I'm not gonna eat anything vegan. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm a carnivore. I'm gonna eat meat.
No, I think that you should have to try the Taco.
You know something?
Try the Taco
You know something? They have vegan Whoppers, vegan KFC.
The impossible meat.
The impossible. I tried it and it tastes disgusting. I'm not doing it.
And it's supposed to look like it's bleeding.
No, I did not.
Yes.
I've not heard that.
Yes,
I've not
some
heard
of them
that.
do.
I've not heard
some
that.
Some of them do.
I've not heard that.
Yes.
I've heard.
Some of them are made with like a beet juice shit.
No, it's
so
not.
So it looks like it's juicy.
I've taken
like
a look at the fucking Whopper patty and I see bits of freaking broccoli and carrots and everything in there.
The Impossible Burger has fake blood with its beet juice or something.
Well, they must have recently added. I tasted the Impossible Burger when they first came out, so they must have changed it. But anyway, I still won't eat it. I'm still not going to eat that shit.
Why not?
Miriam says almonds have no mammary glands, so no boobs, not milk. I agree. It's not milk. Crystal was mentioning something about her apartment. You like my apartment? It's haunted. A medium. Oh, in regards to my ghost hunters, a medium told me ghost follow me. I picked an 8-year-old boy ghost somewhere between New Hampshire and Illinois. He supposedly uses me as a mother protection figure against his evil stepfather ghost Winston, who killed him when he was alive. He tortured the little boy to death too. My God.
Jeez.
Move out quickly, like now, immediately.
I'm going to tell you, the Impossible Burger has an ingredient that they refer to as a genetically engineered hemi, a soy legumoglobulin.
Thank you, Rocky. Almond Joy is nut juice, right? Almond milk is nut juice. I know that. Nobody wants nut juice except whoever's tasting it from mine.
That's what makes it look like it bleeds is some genetically engineered bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm going to stick to real fucking meat.
Yeah. I ain't eating no impossible shit. It's going to be impossible for me to eat it. Let's put it that way. And digest it. Yeah.
Yes.
You could stick it up your impossible pink taco. I don't care. All right, we're going to go ahead and go to break because, damn it, it's that time anyway.
Time to feed the kitties.
Yeah, time to feed the kitties. Elon Musk and Twitter, that's been going on. We're talking about, let's see, I'm going backwards here. We got some topics. We'll figure it out. You just go ahead and stay tuned. We got a couple of songs coming up here from Glitter Trash and Dead in 5. Yes, we're playing trash on the show because it's fixed. It's a fixed show. It's staged. It's staged for your pleasure, baby. Okay, so when we go ahead and put the stripper pole up, you know it's all staged. We're bringing people onto the stage.
Your ass is the only one going to be on it.
That's right, and everybody's going to love it and enjoy it. They're going to enjoy my nut juice. All right, so stay tuned. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this.
Stay where you are. The Charles Richardson Show will return after this.
She wants to fly.
house.
Sister? Oh, I missed you so much. I waited up all night for you, you know.
It's a long way from West Africa. Oh, coffee.
He's here.
I brought you something from far away.
Really? Oh.
What are you doing?
You're my present this year.
See? I smelled it. He's back.
Ryan, you have to leave.
What? What are you guys talking about? We know what's going on here. We know you're trying to each other.
What? No. Oh, please. Brothers and sisters, don't look at each other like that.
He sent you to West Africa for a reason, Ryan, to separate you and your sister.
You're crazy. Oh, yeah? What's this?
He's my present this year.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Oh my God!
I'm your son, and I'm in love with your daughter.
Oh, Ryan, what is in that box?
What's in the box, Ryan?
It's mine.
Unbelievable.
Holy shit.
Emily, I love that we have so much in common because we grew up together. And I just want to wake up every morning to the smell of you and Folgers Colombian dark roast. Emily, will you make me the happiest brother?
Dad! Get off of him! I love him! Oh, no! Stop it! Stop it! No! I just want to my brother!
Folgers in your car. Don't be a pussy. Call Charles now. 813-699-5353. We come streaming to this world called springtime.
All right, we're back.
Years of hope and joy.
813-699-5353. If you didn't hear the promo before, well, I'm going to show some love out to Karen and David. Karen, who couldn't make it today, she said she was going to be on up until like about 2 hours before our show started. Me being the paranoid host I was, just asked, "Hey, you good to come on tonight?" Actually, no. So she's having a flare up. So we wish her well. But Karen and David, of course, they own Hulk Hulling and Contract, and they're still in business. They're still going strong. They're moving. It's not staged. Not at all. They have the team to handle your home improvements, lawn maintenance, car repairs, much, much more, and hauling. Now, if you're in locally here in the Southwest Florida area, you can call 941-204-1264. Even if you're not local, but you have a haul, and I'm talking about a haul, baby, they'll travel to you. They will. So even if you're out of state, give them a call. See what they can maybe conjure up. 941-204-1264. Hulk Hulling and Contracting. Odd jobs and much more. 941-204-1264. Call us up in an estimate. And we're back here. I'm over here getting lip from my wife saying, the substitute that they use at Taco Bell is refried beans. Well, I'll say, well, guess what? Not anymore. Apparently now they have the magic beef that comes out of test tubes now. So now we have to watch magic beef in our tacos. Why didn't you mute yourself, Jenny? I unmuted you.
I'm not muted.
Not now.
I wasn't muted.
I didn't hear anything you said before it until now.
I accidentally did that,
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. That's why you don't have a show.
Fuck you!
All right, anyway.
I don't want... You say that like I want one.
I know. What
did you want? I've had shows.
What did you want?
What?
No. What were you going to... What did you say? Because I didn't hear you.
I don't remember now.
Oh, God.
Foggy brain, it went away.
Crystal says if you can't produce ingredients, stay away from it. Processed food is bad enough.
Produce. Pronounce.
Oh. Well, whatever. I can't pronounce...
on me.
I can't pronounce Crystal's comments. I'm staying away from it.
You're picking on me. You produced the ingredients. Yes, he went in there and left a deposit of his own.
Yes.
To use for an ingredient.
I do that every morning and make sure I flush it down the toilet.
Oh, no. Your Taco Bell lasts till morning?
Yes. Yep.
Oh, God.
Prepare your toilet. Taco Bell bringing back, like I mentioned, to close the first hour, they're bringing back their Mexican pizza, which doesn't look like a pizza at all.
See, now I'm having a complete problem with sitting here in my blue shirt because I keep thinking that I look like a blueberry.
Oh, God. Shop the perimeter of the store.
I'm using a lot of words. You know what it is?
A lot of big words. What the hell are you trying to do here?
It's the
Listen, we all know
you up.
We all know that we all know you're smarter than me. You don't have to prove it.
I'm not smarter than you, but
yes,
I can pronounce R's when I choose to. Perimeter.
I'm the one that's been down here longer, so I should be over the R thing.
Pronounce.
Pronounce.
Produce.
A Kentucky man is suing his employer for throwing him a birthday party. And apparently the judge ordered them to pay $450,000. What a birthday present that is. What a great birthday present. Here, we're gonna
I agree with the court.
Yeah. $450,000. The verdict was handed down this week in Kenton County Circuit Court in Northern Kentucky. The plaintiff, an employee of Gravity Diagnostics, sued his employer after he was fired following a birthday party that they threw for him in August. Fired. What a birthday party. Here's a pink slip to go with it. According to court documents, the employee had notified the office manager that the birthday parties trigger his anxiety disorder and that, quote, being the center of attention, end quote, will cause him to have a panic attack. The employee asked the office manager days before his birthday in August not to arrange a birthday celebration as they did for other employees. Then on August 7th, the magical day, the office arranged for a lunchtime birthday party in the lunchroom, according to the lawsuit. The employee said that he found out about the party and as he was headed to his lunch break, which triggered a panic attack, like he told them it would. The incident caused the employee to, quote, leave the office suddenly and spend his lunch break in his car. That's usually where I spend my lunch break. I was a loner. Anyway, the employee sent a text message to the office manager asking why she failed to accommodate his request not to have a party. The next day, the employee was called into a meeting in which he said that he was confronted and criticized by the office manager about his reaction to the birthday party. That meeting then triggered another panic attack, and the employee asked the office manager to stop, according to the lawsuit. The employee then was sent home for the next 2 days, and that weekend he was notified that he was being fired because of the events of the previous week. Well, needless to say, the employee sued Gravity Diagnostics on the grounds of disability, discrimination, and retaliation. According to the lawsuit, the employee said because Gravity Diagnostics didn't accommodate his anxiety disorder, the birthday party and the events thereafterwards caused him to suffer from a loss of income and benefits and emotional distress and mental anxiety. The jury sided with the employee, agreeing that Gravity Diagnostics violated Kentucky law that protects workers who have a disability from, quote, adverse employment actions. In total, jury awarded $450,000 in damages. Of that amount, $300,000 was from the emotional distress. $150,000 was for lost wages. So again, happy birthday to that employee who was renamed nameless. So this all boils down to the mental well-being of employees. Now, number one, the office manager went ahead and apparently didn't take very seriously into the account of the disorder that this gentleman had. So they figured, well, he just doesn't, he wants to be humble, blah, blah, blah. This anxiety thing is just, whatever. It's just one of those made up words, anxiety. Made up. We're going to ignore that. We're going to give him the best birthday ever. Best birthday for him would have been just to have his fucking lunch in peace.
Right?
Right?
And go back to work.
That would have been the best birthday ever.
That's all the dude wanted to do.
Now, let's fast forward. Okay. Office manager fucked up. Threw him a birthday party. He had to spend his lunch in the car. Okay. They fucked up.
Yep.
The next day, they go ahead and bring him into the situation again, which, you seemed very, very awkward. You didn't appreciate all the hard work we did
now
to fuck you up.
For it.
Yeah, that's my thoughts. I'll get to your thoughts. See, you're messing up my anxiety now.
I got you.
Yeah, see? So he gets brought into a meeting where, hey, what the fuck happened? You were supposed to be grateful, you little shit. I went through all this work to ignore your request, all this work to make sure you were uncomfortable, and you didn't thank me for it. Fuck you. And apparently the meeting went on and got very, intense to the point where he had another panic attack. I mean, he had to, probably get a brown paper bag and start blowing in it and, go get away from it so he can calm down. But apparently the joker's there that at this diagnostic place, which you would think is a medical place. It sounds like they do labs. Can we actually...
What kind of diagnostics?
Well, that's a good question. So I'm going to go ahead and look up Gravity Diagnostics and see what they do. Because if this has anything to do with medical, well, I'd sue them for twice as much. It's a medical laboratory.
It does absolutely up the ante.
It's a medical laboratory.
It is?
Yes!
No shit.
GravityDiagnostics.com, right there in Kentucky. They are testing services for infectious diseases, pharmaceutical testing, toxicology, blood testing, COVID testing.
Okay, they're a lab. All right, they're like a lab.
They're a lab. Yeah. Like Quest Diagnostics does it for diabetes and stuff like that, or dialysis.
Exactly.
They're in the fucking medical field, and they didn't have the goddamn courtesy.
Even all the more.
Oh my God! Yes.
HIPAA is huge in in the hospital. It was such a big deal if one of us was a patient, and that meant chart access and what you had to or didn't have to tell your employer. That's insane.
Now I'm thinking 450,000.
It's not surprising me that it's Kentucky.
450,000 doesn't seem like a whole lot now when you think about it. Because these people
should. That's a lot by a Kentucky standard. Because,
but these people should have known better.
They don't know. In 1991, I was in Kentucky, and I shit you not, the job application asked me for my marital status and how many kids I had. If I didn't fill it out, I wasn't going to get the job.
So they wanted to make sure you could either get hit on or pricked on.
I worked in a legitimate sweat factory doing sewing on a machine, doing what was called sleeves. And on a Friday, they told us we weren't getting our paychecks because the fax machine messed up the payroll numbers when it sent. So I went into the office and said, I know damn well how a fax machine works.
Yeah.
And basically, they didn't have enough money to meet the payroll. It was like a mad rush to go to the bank because it would get to a point where if your check was after so many, it would bounce and you wouldn't get your paycheck. It's a fucked up world. It's an entirely different world.
That's a compelling story, but what the fuck does it have to do with mental disorders?
Kentucky is one big fucking mental disorder.
Kentucky is a big mental disorder, you're saying?
They do this shit with employees, and it's insane. I believe that was Kentucky. Yeah. I absolutely believe that it happened.
It's unfucking believable. It's like you work in the medical field.
Right.
And you don't understand anxiety, and then you do it again and then you fire him over it for acting because he's fucked up.
So you fucked him up into 2 different anxiety attacks, and then you fire him for it.
Oh, well, listen, we don't understand why the fuck you have an anxiety attack. It's your fucking birthday, for crying out loud. All the attention's on you.
Which are horrible.
Yeah.
Which are horrible. Anxiety attacks can legitimately present like a heart attack. It can feel like you're having a heart attack.
Yeah, I felt those. I haven't felt a severe one.
It's a horrible thing to go through. The fact that he had the first one should have told him to go, wait a minute.
But this also goes back, and let's go ahead and be real. This goes back to a lack of understanding of mental conditions, mental health awareness.
Absolutely.
And as much as I hate the fucking backstabbing motherfucking prick, Tony D was an advocate of mental awareness because he suffers it from it as well. The fucking bastard. And then you have Philip, who actually does
excellent advocate.
Yep, and he just finished his show right before our show, and he does Mental Health Mondays. And these people in Kentucky need to fucking listen. Now, I'm not sure if it's their lack of communication or maybe they're just being hired, as
I don't think they give a shit.
I don't think they care.
They want you to produce. That's what they want. You give me every inch of time that you're in this building and don't take a piss too many times or I'll dock you. That's all they give a shit. They want that bottom line. So you mean
tell me I can't piss in Kentucky, huh?
Not if you take too long or not if you do it too many times. You'll get in trouble.
If I have diabetes, it doesn't matter.
That's their time.
Yeah, that's their time.
That's their time.
Crystal says she'd starve if she had to produce her own ingredients. I would too. Just saying.
It's insane. And the other side of this is interesting is that what if they were a Jehovah's Witness? Throwing a birthday party for a Jehovah's Witness is like throwing them into hell. Well, they can't have nothing like that.
But see, the reason for the party or reason not to have a party is because you'd be the center of attention. I mean, Jehovah's Witnesses, don't they have to be the center of the attention anyway? That would be
they're not allowed to celebrate birthdays at all.
No. I'm not talking about birthday. I'm just talking about being the center of attention.
Oh, I have no fucking idea.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Because that is what triggered this, is being the center of attention and the center of ridicule.
And the party itself. In the beginning of the article, he specifically said that parties really freak him out and being the center of attention. So either or putting those two together is like his worst nightmare.
Yep.
And they threw him into his worst nightmare. And when he didn't respond the way they wanted him to respond, they fired him for it.
Yeah. Because, oh my God, panic attack. And that's on the job. Don't you think that's like, that's considered, what the hell they call it? Shit, workers' comp?
No.
They don't consider that?
That's you wasting their time. You should have clocked out first.
Oh, fuck them.
You should clock out before you have one of those things. You got to do it on your own time.
Rocky says,
that's how people like that are.
Rocky says, I'm medicated for anxiety. I can tell you firsthand that nobody understands. And that's sad to say. Crystal says, I should have sued my company when the district manager yelled at me for not disclosing that I had lupus 2 years before I knew I had it. Apparently, we are all supposed to be psychic and know our future diagnosis.
When did you ever say, where is it that you have to tell them that at all? No matter when it was diagnosed. When the fuck has it become their knowledge to know if you've got lupus?
I guess if there's any medical condition that's going to affect your job, I think you should make them aware of it.
When it actually affects the job, sure. But up front, no way. No way.
Miriam says, my sister's Jehovah's Witness. They don't celebrate Christmas or birthdays. They do celebrate anniversaries and graduation because of their accomplishments. So there is parties, I guess. But hopefully you don't have panic attacks over them, otherwise you're going to be fired for that bestowed honor of being a Jehovah's Witness.
It's freaking awful to do that. I can't even imagine being that person, like just losing it at work is horrible enough. Then you got to walk back in and try to go back to work.
Yeah. Well, see, and that's the reason why they get fired.
On top of it, it just snowballed from there.
If you can function, Rocky says, if you can function with a mental illness, it's hard for people to understand what's wrong with you. Yeah.
Well, the other side of that, too, is people think if you know what's wrong with you, well, then you should be able to overcome it because you know it's there, so you should be able to always do better. Whatever that means.
I deal with, and it's hard for people to believe because I'm so positive, but I deal with a lot of depression. I do deal with anxiety. I'm never comfortable. I always have to move. So I'm never comfortable. I'm depressed. I'm stressed out to no belief. Even though stressed out, I don't really think is a medical condition because everybody's stressed out these days. But, I got anger issues. I got all this other shit. So, but yeah, the mental awareness part, the fact that these fucks work in that type of environment and they don't understand what this could possibly do to this guy, and they do it anyway. And then they have the nerve to fire him. Well, you know what? Good for the guy getting $500,000.
Yep.
Good for him. Good. And I just hope he's able to find future employment and he's not blackballed. Because, again, this is Kentucky. And, they all marry their sisters over there.
Yeah, and everybody knows everybody else's father and bullshit. Oh, my God. It's such a... You couldn't pay me to step foot in that state again.
Maybe he needs to move to New York where there's a good New Yorker over there that can possibly get you... Never mind.
Jesus.
An ecology professor has a theory that the Loch Ness Monster, get this, may just be a whale penis. Now, we all know the penis, the whales have the second biggest penises of any mammal, besides mine. So, the ecology professor came up with a theory that all the Loch Ness Monster is just a big penis. Michael Sweet, who probably has a small penis, who is a professor in the melancholy ecology of the University of Derby, which sounds like you send fucking horses to, recently suggested on Twitter that Nessie, whoever the fuck Nessie is, isn't a monster at all. It's just a whale penis.
The Loch Ness is Nessie.
Oh, Nessie. No. Again,
Loch Ness Monster, Nessie for short.
Whatever. Nessie probably wants to fuck the Loch Ness Monster.
Oh, God.
Sweet said that many sea monster stories reported by explorers were inspired to what he calls tentacled and alien-esque appendages emerging from the water. But while many of the observers have believed that the appendages breaking the ocean surface might be part of something more sinister lurking beneath, Sweet says in many whales it's just whale dick. And sadly, Nessie was unavailable to comment onto the whale penis hypothesis. But it's just a theory about to pop up about the probability myth of the Scottish creature. Back in 2019, researchers suspected the creature was really a giant eel, while one local man claimed it was just a giant catfish. But no, Dr. Sweet, the professor over there at the University of Derby, where he's very proud to race horses, say that the Loch Ness Monster is just a big whale penis. So, what say you, Jenny, on the whale penis theory?
Well, here's my problem.
Why do I always walk in on the weirdest topics?
We're talking about whale penis, hon. Again, like I told our audience, the whales have the second biggest cock in the world besides mine.
Oh, is that
You're going to make JoJo jealous.
No, I'm not making JoJo jealous.
The jealous one will be jealouser.
Anyway.
Welcome to the conversation. Yeah. We're talking about whale dicks.
Well, yeah, so what about this penis that turns you on there, Jenny?
No. Now, here's my problem with this theory. It's not an ocean body of water. It's a fucking loch. It's fresh water. How does the whale get in there to wave his whale dick above the water if there's no ocean? Like, I don't get that. There's no whales in fresh water that I'm aware of.
Well,
boys have a penis, girls have a vagina.
Not even just that. People have claimed to have seen it, like, swimming around, and I'm pretty sure that whales' penises don't just swim around free from their body.
They're big enough. They could be another orifice.
On his back, face, up.
Just imagine me laying down, flat on my back, and then, of course, in the morning, you see that big tower right there between my legs. That's the whale penis. That's the whale penis erecting and emerging and penetrating the ocean top.
You're sounding like you're feeling a little concerned.
Shut up, Jenny.
I'm just shaking.
It's a lake, man. How does a whale get into a lake?
I don't know. I don't know. Rocky says there is ocean, Jenny Coffee. There are underwater caves that are connected to the lake. Ooh.
Really?
Yeah.
But it's a freshwater lake.
I'm going to tell girls I have a Loch Ness Monster.
Rockness. Oh, God,
the Rocky Rockness.
Check out this Loch Ness monster.
Crystal says, so the theory is the whale is sunning its penis only while it's on its back.
Makes no sense at all.
It doesn't.
It wants the curtains to match the drapes.
Yeah, right. I have a student who is talking about Loch Ness Monster. I will not be bringing up the whale penis theory. Thank you.
Probably a good idea not to bring that up.
Probably a good idea. There could be a lawsuit worth $500,000.
To the school. Whale penis. Yeah. Whale penis.
Whale penis. Everybody
Nessie
say
dick.
whale
Nessie
penis.
dick.
Maybe the whale penis is cold and has blue balls and needs sun to warm the penis up.
God, Crystal,
we have our own theories on that one. I'm thinking whatever pharmaceutical company maybe dumped a whole bunch of Viagra by mistake and the whale ate it and it just can't get it down. No? Okay.
Well, Scottish people do eat some weird shit. Like haggis.
Yeah.
Speaking of weird shit, Lucky Charms is getting investigated by the FDA.
Yep.
So after reports,
I knew that was cardboard in there, not real cereal.
After the Food and Drug Administration is investigating after dozens of customers complained of illness after eating it. The FDA said Saturday it received more than 100 complaints related to Lucky Charms so far this year. Obviously, Lucky not being so lucky.
They're always after me, Lucky Charms.
Mm-hmm. They're always after him. And I wonder why. Nobody's after him anymore. The agency said in a statement the FDA takes seriously any reports of possible food adulteration of food that may also cause illness or injury. Several hundred people have also posted on the food safety website, iwaspoisoned.com. How great.
What a great website.
Yeah, I'm actually going to pull that up. Speaking of nausea, complaining of nausea, diarrhea, and vomiting. You sure you didn't have Taco Bell before Lucky Charms? General Mills, because that's basically everything Taco Bell, and they're not shut down.
And they're genetically engineered fake meat.
People have come to expect that from Taco Bell.
Well, maybe they should expect it from Lucky Charms. General Mills Inc., it's a Minneapolis-based company who makes Lucky Charms, Cheerios, and other cereals, said it is aware of those reports and takes them seriously. I don't take that phone call seriously, and nor do I take the sound of my phone vibrate. But the company said its own investigation has not found any evidence of consumer illnesses linked to the charms. General Mills says it encouraged consumers, whatever, to share their concerns directly with the company and avoid iwaspoisoned.com. No, I'm just kidding.
Well,
go that too.
Well, here's the thing that how can you say that whatever it was actually caused by the Lucky Charms and not something else that they ate?
There's been thousands of reports that they've gotten in. Okay. There was more than they've ever received in a single year on a single product they got in 2 weeks on Lucky Charms.
Okay. Well, so then that makes
what I'm figuring is, okay, they get one complaint, dismiss it. 2 complaints, dismiss it. Dozen complaints, dismiss it. You're talking about hundreds and now thousands of complaints. Now it's like, all right, now we need to take a look at this. What's going on?
Yeah, there's one there's a kiddo they mentioned in the article that the parents thought the kid got COVID, and they tested him for COVID, and he didn't have COVID. And then they finally realized that every time he vomited, it was after eating Lucky Charms.
Oh.
And apparently there's been some other cases like that.
They're magically vomiting.
Yeah, that's not a good thing.
No, not good at all.
It's enough cases for them to want to know there's a bit much. Something's got so great there.
I've always liked Lucky Charms. I know you think it's cardboard with a little bit of marshmallows.
Yep.
I always liked Lucky Charms too.
Yeah.
Do you know you can get cardboard just the marshmallows?
No, you stop it. Cardboard and marshmallows.
It is.
Crystal says maybe needs to sun his charms and lock this. Maybe needs to sun his charms in the Loctus so he can be lucky again.
Oh, no.
Rocky says maybe they should add more whale penis to the cereal ingredients. I agree. I think whale penis should be... honestly, that's where I thought the marshmallows came from was whale penis. Miriam says, what's the complaint? I mean, Lucky Charms are food-like substance, but it sure is tasty.
That's true.
Yeah, what the hell are they complaining
about? She was
about?
with me when we saw the bag that you could buy of just the marshmallows.
Hey, that kind of... No, it's too much marshmallow. I need that cardboard taste.
I like the mix, too.
Yes.
I used to eat it without milk. I would just sit there with it and just eat it. It was a good snack.
Did you ever like Pops? That corn?
Pops?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love
Pops.
I like Pops.
I still buy corn Pops.
It was simple and good, and it tastes great.
Pops.
I loved it.
You know what? I liked Frosted Mini Wheats.
Ew.
They're not bad, but not my go-to. I'll be honest.
Fruity Pebbles. Cocoa Pebbles.
No, that's not cereal.
Oh, no,
that's some fucked up something.
I don't
It's
like
not cereal.
I don't like Fruity Pebbles because they leave a weird film on the inside of your mouth when you eat them.
That's why I eat Cocoa Pebbles. So if I do have diarrhea, I know it's from Cocoa Pebbles because it's brown already. And it's already chocolate, and chocolate's brown. Not to say shit. Never mind. Whale penis. Miriam says,
if anybody wants to see, if you go to HuffPost.com, you can find the whale penis story of Loch Ness, and they have some interesting examples of pictures, but I'm not sure what they're supposed to be.
Miriam says, I haven't had that stuff in years.
Is that really a whale dick?
Pebbles are like styrofoam. Rocky says, no lie. It's used in stuff like makeup. It's very expensive. What's
whale
used?
Penis?
What?
Whale penis? Really? Whale penis is used in makeup. That's why you don't wear any makeup, hon. Because you're beautiful, number one. And you don't need to spread somebody else's penis on your face.
You do not need whale penis.
You don't need whale penis all over your face. That's where my penis belongs.
So those pictures on HuffPost are freaking real whale penis.
Are you
That
serious?
is really... I'm serious.
That's whale
I just
penis.
looked the shit up.
Wow.
That's an actual, that's a real, that's just wrong.
Well, I'm just saying, whale penises are pretty fucking big. I mean, listen.
Apparently.
Listen, I think them and Ron Jeremy are competing for the biggest dick.
Maybe.
Yeah, I was just kidding. I don't have a big dick. Let's see here. Yeah, do we need to continue with Lucky Charms? No more of that?
No, but this dude paid $6,000 to stuff a whale penis.
What? No, share that with me right now.
I'm getting that right now.
Show
I'm
topics.
like, this is for real. I just dropped it into the show chat.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
That's dude paid.
Oh, that's not. Is that a link?
$6,000 to have a whale penis stuffed.
That's not a link though. That's just a picture. You don't have the story?
Oh, oops, sorry. I got the link up.
You just sent me a big whale penis. That's all you did.
I sent you a picture of the guy holding the big stuffed whale.
That looks like a big ass fucking carrot, really. I wouldn't believe that was a whale penis.
It really is, apparently.
Looks
and they
kinda
really
small.
do flop over like that when they're upside down in the water.
Well, unless it's hard. No, it could be a grower, not a shower. Just saying. Here we go. Got it. My God, yeah. Look at him standing with it. It's like he's so proud of his penis.
He's proud of that.
He's proud of that penis. Don't you like it?
Oh boy.
Is this really? I mean, I'm taking a look at the website. Is this really a real story?
Yep.
This is actually 3 years ago.
I think this is real. There's
right.
a lot of them. You can even find them mounted on the walls of people's homes, apparently.
Mark Wilkinson.
Why?
Hang on.
And it's erect, too. It's just sticking straight the fuck out of the wall. Hello? That's attractive.
Mark Wilkinson, who's a specialist at... Hey, hang on. Mark Wilkinson is a specialist at Sword, says he's very excited about when the item was consigned to the auction house by a private collector who had it for about 20 years. So this is actually somebody that's bought it. It's basically the height of myself, Wilkinson said, at 167 centimeters. Who the fuck would want to measure it? Nearly 5.5 feet long, nearly 1 foot wide. My God, that would stretch out some pussy. Luckily, it's not heavy, just 18 pounds, allowing Wilkinson to pose comfortably for a once-in-a-lifetime photo op with the dick.
Pose comfortably.
Yeah, comfortably. I would not, holding a penis, I don't care how big it is, I'm not going ahead and posing comfortably with any dick, stuffed or not.
He looks so fucking happy with that thing.
He looks like he wants, it's like, yes, I finally have something to please my wife with. That's what he looks like.
Oh, no, that's just not okay.
No, it's not. It's just fucking wrong. I'm just telling you, it's fucking wrong.
And people are selling this shit to each other.
Well, you know what? Whatever. Good for them. Here, let me, this is just fucked up.
It's awful.
Look at this penis.
It's wrong on so many levels.
You know what? It looks like a fucking carrot with the string attached to it. He's gonna fish with that thing.
What is with the string?
I don't know.
Why the string?
Is it a tampon? Is it a whale? Is it a whale tampon? Maybe. I don't know.
Well, in a weird sort of way, it kind of is.
Yes, I saw it.
And it's like it's engraved in like bronze or something like that.
Wait! Look at the other one. It's the It's the dried up tip of a blue whale penis mounted on somebody's wall.
Where is it?
Go back into the chat.
Oh God! Do I want to?
Oh my God! I had no idea. I really would have never thought about people mounting penises of things.
Whale penis. It's whale penis.
It's a blue whale penis. That's what
that is? Really?
That is a blue whale penis in the Icelandic Museum.
Oh, this is on Wikipedia. Oh, you know it's real.
That's from a museum, apparently.
Let me. Yeah,
Put
see,
that
there it
shit
is.
on the wall.
There it is.
Who does this stuff?
It's a tree branch. It's a tree branch. That is not a whale penis. It's shriveled up.
I'm sorry. I'm like
that needs Viagra.
Maybe it's because of Easter being around, but like I got this stuck in my head that like the local clergy comes to your house for a visit. That's what you got on your wall. Oh my God.
Here. Anybody wants to go ahead and take a screenshot of the show, do it now. Here it is.
That is a
whale penis.
Dried
up penis.
The dried tip.
Yeah.
It's the dried tip.
You know what? And it's probably it's probably used like lemon zest in some bakery items.
Oh God.
Ew.
You're right.
Ew.
I had no idea.
Oh my God.
I really had no idea.
It was just so sad.
I learn all kinds of new things on your show.
Yeah, I know, right? Matt, you no longer have the biggest dick I've ever seen. A whale penis. Shit.
I have never seen one bigger than that whale penis. No, that definitely.
That takes the cake, literally.
And that takes a lot when an EMT says that, because I've seen a lot of people's nakeds. A lot of people's nakeds.
Got to make sure we have good news so we can go ahead and break on time. Are we good with good news?
I do not have good news yet because I'm busy watching other things.
Are you watching whale penis? Is that what you're doing?
No.
What about the one I had posted before the baby? The one that we did last time. There was a...
if you posted one, then I guess I could do that one.
Yeah, just do it right off the good news page. That way we can do this last article, cut for break. That'll give you enough time. So the Kardashians are spotted at Disneyland.
Ooh, exciting.
Ooh. This is like breaking news.
Why?
Well, because they shut down a popular attraction as the guests threw tomatoes at them. No, I'm kidding. But they were very mad. So if there's one thing guests should never do out there at Disney Park, for that matter, is to cut in line. That goes for either the Walt Disney World Resort in Orlando or Disneyland in California and the rest of the world. Many guests will often wait hours for attractions, which is sadly the norm nowadays.
Yeah.
Of course, Disney is guests can use the Lightning Lane, Disney Genie to skip the line, but when they do so, they must pay for the service. Recently, it seems the Kardashians may have skipped a line or two at Disneyland, and when guests noticed, they were infuriated. A recent, and first off, number one, they're fucking celebrities, and celebrities always skip the line.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what makes this any different? They always do that for celebrities.
So a recent TikTok shared both the Kardashian.
But they shut down the ride.
Yes, that's what
they
I'm
didn't
getting
just
to.
skip the line.
Thank you, Jenny. They skipped the line for the Mad Tea Party at Disneyland. Now, not only did they skip the line, but they also made other guests wait so they could ride alone. It seems that Rachel was quite upset at her experience after she posted the video. She had to be put on pause so that celebrities could, and Hulu reality stars could have their priority. Their comments are flooded with guests noting that this wasn't embarrassing and Disney should not have allowed them to do this. Another user noted that when Cardi B was at the park on the same ride, she and her child rode with other guests. Now, the Kardashian family are known for being Hollywood reality TV sensations. Still, it seems the clan really loves Mickey Mouse as much as the typical Disney fan.
Well, were they filming for the show?
Probably. I don't know.
Because that might be the reason why they did it.
Didn't they say that in the article, if they were filming?
It doesn't seem like they were.
Because if they were filming, then they might clear the ride so that they don't have other guests in their shots.
Mm-hmm. So it just looks like, no, there was no filming, or at least was mentioned for that matter. So it goes, number one, let's go ahead and put it in reality. The ride doesn't last forever.
No.
What are you expecting?
It's only a couple minutes long.
The Mad
anyway.
Tea
It's
Party,
not like you're really being held
I
up that
expect
long.
them to be treated like the normal human being that they are, like everybody else.
They're not. And
no,
you know that's
I
not gonna
don't
happen.
expect that the world should shut down for them.
And it didn't. The Mad Tea Party shut down.
I see no value in the Kardashians at all.
This is
I've
I
never
don't
watched
either.
an episode.
This is overhyped and overproduced because, oh my God, they shut down a whole ride so they could ride alone.
I'm surprised. I would have thought you guys would have been more on the side of the average park visitor over some star shutting down a ride.
The thing is we understand Disney will basically jump through hoops for any celebrity.
Yeah.
They'll go ahead and treat them first
that just
class.
makes some more shitty in my brain.
They'll treat them first class because they're VIP.
Well, some celebrities will just mingle with the crowds like normal, and they won't skip the lines. They'll just go in line with, everybody else. But then there's the Kardashians.
You have people like that make these outrageous requests. Now, what's the problem? What's the problem?
Should be catered to.
What's the problem with the Kardashians cutting in line, taking 2, maybe 3 cups, have everybody else ride? You're only basically setting back maybe 6 to 9 guests.
I don't give 2 shits how much money you have in your effing fucking pocket. You're no better than anybody else. You can wait just like everybody else, and you shouldn't be able to cut against somebody else. I mean, fuck, the family standing there that saved up for 6 years for this trip and been standing in this line for 2 hours are just as righteous as to be able to get into the fucking teacup than these rich pricks.
Yep.
Just because you got a few bucks doesn't make your shit smell lovely.
The teacup line, though, really very rarely breaches a half an hour.
Yeah, it's kind of short.
It goes pretty quick.
But I
can't imagine standing in line for hours for one ride.
I understand, Jenny, where you're coming from, and overall, yes, I understand that they should never go ahead and abuse their power like that. But it's Disney. Disney will basically roll out the red carpet.
I don't see it.
Disney wrote out
power where I don't see it.
Name power. Disney will roll out the red carpet for name power. They do it every time the Super Bowl comes in.
In my world, when your ass is naked on a stretcher, it don't matter how much money you have. None of that's going to matter. You're going to get the same medical care anybody else does. You're no better than anybody else. You're a human being. You deserve the same as somebody else.
You're talking apples to bananas. You're not even talking
That's how you know what? No, I'm not.
Which is
no,
fine.
I'm not.
Listen,
you're wrong.
Jenny, Don't blow up over something that
I'm
not really that
not blowing
important.
up. I'm not blowing
It's
up.
not.
But I've dined with presidential candidates. I've sat with these people who have millions of fucking dollars, and I didn't treat them any differently. They didn't have any power over the room any differently.
When you become CEO of Disney, you can make that decision then. Then just say,
I'm just
fuck them.
surprised that you guys would support that behavior.
I don't support it. But I know what Disney stands for. And they will go ahead and jump through hoops and allow the celebrities that visit those parks to have anything they want.
And
we know how Disney is run. I don't support it, but I know how Disney is run.
There's one other thing, too, is that part of their reasoning is because the celebrities will draw a crowd and there could be a commotion in line and it could cause an issue that way.
But not to go ahead and hijack the whole ride.
Well, but
so commotion, yes.
I can see what you're saying there to kind of move them along so there isn't a crowd. But not take the whole damn thing.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna go ahead and go to break. Actually, going to cut the break a little bit shorter so we can go ahead and make sure we have enough time for good news, and we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Whoops. Let's try that again. Yeah.
Wrapping up the show with Alyssa's good news after a short break.
Fight, but won't back down. Can't
go right to good news. Get this party rocking here. The queen of good news is Alyssa.
A Chilean woman reunites with her son, a Houston firefighter who was stolen at birth. A Houston firefighter opens up about being stolen shortly after birth and his journey to Chile to connect with the birth mother he never knew. Before his journey, Tyler Graff said he was just an ordinary 38-year-old man with a wife and child. I was adopted by a very loving, caring family, Graff said. I think it was just knowing that my story did start before I was adopted, so it's kind of like missing the first 5 minutes of the movie. After becoming a father, Graff tried to learn about his birth family. Suddenly, he got a call he never expected. That's when they came. They sat me down and told me who I was, how they know who I am, and what the true backstory really is, Graff said. He had been stolen from his birth mother, who was told her son died shortly after birth. The practice of coercive adoptions became widespread under dictator Augusto Pinochet's, I don't even know.
Pancho.
Whatever. Reign in Chile during the during the 1970s and 1980s. Thousands of babies were taken and trafficked around the world through a complex network that included hospitals, the Catholic Church, and the Chilean government. Constanza Del Rio said judges, doctors, midwives, and social assistants were all involved. American families like Tyler's said they had no idea the baby they had adopted had been stolen. When Tyler's birth mother, Hilda something or other, realized her baby she had laid eyes on in 1983 was actually alive, she could not believe it. I wanted to scream. She said, I questioned a lot of things. The thought of if he was loved, if he ate well, if he spent time cold. Graff went to his birthplace, Chile, for the first time. He met his sisters he never knew he had, along with the rest of his family. Only for a moment Graff was transported to a life that could have been. To be a good mother, it doesn't take a fancy house, it doesn't take money, it's pretty simple. It's open arms and a huge heart filled with nothing but support and love, Graff said.
All right, cool. I mean, listen, that's
awesome that they found each other.
Kind of like that Make-A-Wish thing going on. You just made everybody's wish come true. All right. Make sure you go ahead and visit rawtalkonlineradio.com. That is our flagship station. We are there Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 7 to 9 p.m. unless we're on vacation or I just don't feel good. Never, ever, ever trying to miss a show, as we all try to do the best we can. But we also have great morning shows, 7:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. Back-to-back morning shows, Monday through Friday. Morning Mayhem, 7:30 to 10. And then from 10 to 1, it's the Steve Jarrett Morning Show, all Eastern Time. And then from 4 to 6 in the afternoon, more live radio. Matt Connerton Unleashed, 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday, live on rawtalkonlineradio.com. Inside the Mothership happens every Sunday, 12 to 2, with Keith Alien Stone, as he goes ahead and just blasts you into outer space. So make sure you tune into all the great shows. And plus, we sprinkle in some podcasts here and there. So make sure you tune in for all the great stuff. Jenny, go ahead and show us what you got over there.
Always check us out on IPMNation.com, which we're proud to carry this show and many others. And you can learn more about me on GenCoffee.com and look for my ruminations and writings on The Mighty.
The Mighty.
Yes, I'm a happy contributor.
It sounds like you did you take that off of like Brawny Paper Towels, The Mighty?
No, The Mighty is you should check it out. It's a great website.
Oh, no, I'm saying it's
good. A lot of articles.
It's kind of making fun of it.
It's a news publication. It's mostly health-based, and there's a lot of great articles on there, including my own.
Awesome. Let's just clear the air, even though Jenny was getting a little bit pumped about the Disney thing.
I wasn't
was not mad. You were getting a little pumped. I heard that. But
just because...
It's
just
okay.
Because I don't sound like this all the time doesn't mean I'm getting excited or upset.
Makes you go ahead and get the mighty uppercut from Jenny. All right, anyway, we're out of here. See you on Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern, right here on the Charles Richardson Show. Take care, everybody.
Did you just say every bunny?
I did.
He did.
We're coming off Easter. Come on now. Work with me here.
Catholic Easter.
Yeah. Catholic. Yeah, today's Catholic Easter. That's right.
Catholic Easter.
I can see a speck of light. Feeling stronger, feeling free. With the shadows of the night.